Stand by. Technical difficulties. Please stand by. Just one moment, please. It's a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. You ever have one of those days where you just feel like that you're swimming against the tide? Well, that's it for me today. Lunch was a bit late, so we got started, and then we had to deal with some personal business after I started streaming. Hi there, my name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program for a Tuesday at lunch, the 23rd day of March, 2021. We go back to July 6th, 1949, a warm and dry night in Boston on the banks of the River Charles. The Dodgers and the Braves, Dodgers 44-31, the Braves 44-32. Vern Bickford versus Ralph Branca. You know you're going to get lucky somehow. Let's do this, shall we? As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Baseball Replay 1949. Today from Boston's Braves Field. It is the Boston Braves and the Brooklyn Dodgers. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. How you doing, DJ John? I thought you were a sub. If you're a sub, you shouldn't be getting ads. Anywho, so here we go. The Braves are 44-32. The Dodgers are 44-31. Vern Bickford kind of looks like Barney Fife there, doesn't he? He's 28 years old, a fastball pitcher at 87, and a standard pitcher, making his 19th start of the year. Against the Dodgers, this is his third go-around. 9 1/3 innings, 11 hits, 9 runs, all earned. He walked 9 and struck out 6, but somehow he is 1-1 with an ERA of 8.68 against the Dodgers. He last pitched against the Phillies on July 1st, went 2 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned. He walked 1 and struck out 1. So overall, 118 2/3 innings, 123 hits, 54 runs, 52 earned. He's allowed 8 homers, walked 54, and struck out 63. He is 8-4 with an ERA of 3.94. The Dodgers beat the Phillies. Actually, they swept the Phillies in their 4th of July series. They took 2 last night, if you were with us, and then beat them in the game we didn't show you. Here's the lineup they'll play out there tonight. Pee Wee Reese leads off at short. Gene Hermansky in left will bat second. Duke Snyder is back in the 3 spot in center field. Jackie Robinson cleans up at second. Gil Hodges at first will bat 5th. Carl Furillo in right field will go 6th. Billy Cox at third, he'll bat 7th. Roy Campanella behind the plate bats 8th, and Ralph Branca on the mound batting 9th and should go about 135 pitches. Marv Rickert, as we set up the defense for the Braves, is a 7 and a 7 in left. Jack Russell, we think, is a 5 and a 3 in center. Tommy Holmes, a 5 and a 7 in right. Bob Elliott at 8 at third. Alvin Dark is a 7 at short. Eddie Stanky, a 5 at second. Fletcher, a 5 at first. And Crandall, I believe it's Dell, a 9 and a 9 behind the plate. Bickford is an 8 with a 983 fielding percentage. And with all that out of the way, Pee Wee steps in at 320. 8 homers, and 55 RBI. Lunch was late, but it was good. Breakfast sandwiches need their time to get right, and this one was right. Pitch to Reese is a line drive, fair ball. Elliott couldn't get it down the third base line, and Pee Wee starts with his 19th double of the year. Now here's Hermansky at 350, 5 homers, and 14 RBI. The Dodgers came back in Game 1 last night to win 10-7, and then Don Newcomb threw a 4-hit shutout in Game 2. There's a fly ball to left. Rickert in the corner makes the catch for the first out. Reese goes to third, and they got him! A double play! So Rickert in the corner there with a good throw, and Pee Wee just kind of dogged it just a little bit. And the Dodgers don't have anybody on now. So on the card it goes 7-5. So here's Duke Snider, 282, 15 homers, and 49 RBI. Bickford caught a break. Ground ball to Fletcher. Flips it over to Bickford covering, and that will retire the side. So an auspicious start for the Dodgers. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors. Half an inning in the books. It's Brooklyn nothing. Here come the Braves. And so here is Ralph Branca. He's 23 years old. Fastball pitcher at 91 and a fly ball plus pitcher. And this park is big. It should go well for him. He has not faced the Braves in 49. His last start came against the Giants on July 3rd. So Sunday, and it's Wednesday now. 6 1/3 innings, 7 hits in the loss. Gave up 6 runs all earned. He walked 4 and struck out 3. So in 106 innings, he's allowed 111 hits, including 17 homers. 65 runs, 60 earned. He's walked 61 and struck out 59. In the lineup he'll face, Eddie Stanky leads off at second for the Braves. Then Fletcher at first will bat second. Al Dark at short will bat third. Elliott will play third and clean up. Rickert is in left field. He'll bat fifth. Russell in center goes sixth. Tommy Holmes in right will bat seventh. Crandall behind the plate bats eighth. And Bickford, who threw 9 pitches in his half of the first, will bat ninth. Defensively for the Dodgers, DJ John is trying to work. Gene Hermansky a 4 and a 6 in left. Duke Snider is a 9 and an 8. And after all the Twisted Sister comments last night, Duke said, quote, "I'm not going to take it. I'm just not going to take it anymore." Carl Furillo is an 8 and a 10 in right. Billy Cox is a 5 at third. Pee Wee Reese, who right now is the GOAT for Brooklyn, a 9 at short. Jackie Robinson an 8 at second. Gil Hodges a 9 at first. And Campanella a 9 and a 6 behind the plate. Branca a 2 and a 9.13 fielding percentage. Stanky steps in at 271. 2 homers and 29 RBI. There's a fly ball left field. Hermansky runs into left center, 1 out. Here's Elby Fletcher. No wonder why I can remember what his name was. Elby at 306. 4 homers and 25 RBI. Into center field, Snider will make the catch, 2 out. Al or Alvin Dark, depending on how mature you want to be, 304, 4 homers, 5 triples, and 38 RBI. Was trying to get a bagel for lunch today, and they didn't have anything that I wanted. And I know I live in Vermont, but cheddar kale just does not sound right to me. Pitch to Dark. There's a line drive past a diving Robinson. So the Braves have a 2-out hit. And that'll bring up Bob Elliott. Bob having a magnificent year. 352. 15 homers and 73 RBI. And we're not quite halfway through the season yet. This is game 77. The Braves are halfway today. And the Dodgers, this is game 76, so they'll be halfway tomorrow. What in the blue blazes, cheddar kale? It's a bagel. You can put anything you want in a bagel. My other choice was Poppy. And on the off chance I had to take a random drug test this week, that's probably not really good. Uncle Ron not in a happy mood today. Pitch to throw to first, dark back. 2 out. No score, bottom of the first. Pitch to Elliott in the left center. Snyder will flag that one down, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the second inning here. No score. I like, Tim, the Swedish chef take you just did on that. Jackie Robinson at .397. 20 doubles, 10 homers, and 64 RBI. Pitch from Bickford. There's a bounder past Stanky, and that's a single. So Robinson up to .399 as he chases 400. Here's Hodges. Gill at .344. 10 homers and 61 RBI. Did you see Jackie Robinson hit that ball? Oh, ho, ho. So I got up this morning. Wife got dressed. This is supposed to be the nicest day of the week. Wait for the elevator. Elevator opens. It's full of someone's junk. And it's going to take a half hour to clean it out because there's nothing in a box. Yeah, she got dressed. Nothing in a box. It was going to have to be all taken out by hand. And so I didn't get the chance to go out this morning, and I'm not real thrilled about that. Pitch to Hodges is a line drive to third. Elliott's there, 1 out. Here's Ferrillo. Carl at .327. 15 homers already. Remember, the Dodgers are at halfway their next game, and he's driven in 80. And you would imagine that he will be the starting right fielder for the National League at Ebbets Field next Wednesday night for the All-Star game. There's a base hit in the left center field. Rickert will pick it up, throws it into Elliott, and the Dodgers have 2 on and 1 out. Here's Cox, Billy at .196, 3 homers, and 18 RBI. Ground ball to Stanky, should be 2. Dark for 1, over to first, and that will retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. Pitcher's best friend for Bickford after an inning and a half, no score. I'm doing well, Buckshot, thanks to have you along. I don't know how they chose him in that era. Everybody got a turn. But, yep, I looked it up. Ebbets Field in Brooklyn. Like the Dodgers aren't focused enough on this replay. Here's Marv Rickert. Yeah, it alternated for years. And I'm sure because it's only the 16th or 17th year, it probably was the first one in Brooklyn. I'd imagine, right? Rickert at .335. 5 homers and 34 RBI. Yeah, they went from the new parks and we went into, what, the AL being the home team in San Diego or some ungodly thing like that? Pitch to Rickert is a line drive to Reese. Pee-wee got that one out. It's Jim Russell, not Jack. Jim at .259. 9 homers and 46 RBI. Branca-Neals. Into right field, Ferrillo. All sorts of room, 2 out. First African Americans played in the 49 All-Star game. I'm sure Jackie Robinson, Larry Doby. Who am I missing there? Tommy Holmes at .236. 2 homers and 23 RBI. 2 out, bottom of the second, no score. Line drive down the line and left. Hermansky will pick it up. That hits the wall. Holmes has a double. And that's his 8th of the year. DJ John took advantage of the Strat surprise and ordered the 69 cards. For those of you who have done 69, it is Del Crandall. one of the 11 surviving players. Is that what? Did I remember that one right, Brad? Who played in 1949 and are still alive today. And he was a baby. He was born in 1910. He was born in 1930. So Crandall, 282, no homers and 2 RBI. Runner on second. Crandall strikes out. Breaking ball right down Broadway, and that will retire the side. No runs, a hit. The Braves leave a runner on. We go to the third. No score. So here's Campanella. 325, 13 homers, and 44 RBI. There are 13 Brooklyn Dodgers left, including one Sanford Koufax. Anyway, back to my 69 thought. For those of you who've done 69 replays, have the Mets come close to winning 100 games or the World Series? Ball 4. So Branco to the plate. Ralph 2 for 27 with 3 RBI. Bunting situation here. The infield playing. Oh, because I'm the one running the Braves. So Elliott and Fletcher come in. Branco squares. Crandall throws to Stanky covering. And it goes 2-4 on the card. 1 out. Here's Pee Wee Reese. He doubled his first time up, then got thrown out trying to go to third. Bickford is opening 9 on 31 pitches. 2 1/3 innings. 3 hits, no runs, and a walk. Ground ball to Stanky over to first, and Campanella will go to third. Well, the last name of Stanky, you think you heard about that as a kid? Eddie had the reputation of not walking little old ladies across the street and doing other nice things, so I wonder if that had been shortened at one point from Stankowski or something like that. Here's Hermansky. He's 0 for 1. Bickford deals. Runner on third. Line drive to Dark, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. Dodgers leave a runner on. We go to the bottom of the third. It's still scoreless in Boston. So Bickford, Stanky, and Fletcher. DJ John just does a tourney. Bickford at 9 for 44. That's 205 with 4 RBI. It's the first time I think Strat's actually reprinted anything without actually redoing the season, right? Pitch to Bickford. There's a base hit left center field. So that's the third hit for the Braves. Here's Eddie. Eddie's 0 for 1. Stanky didn't play for Brooklyn, but his father-in-law sure did. Why do I think Stanky played there in 46? Anyway, I'm sure I'm wrong. Milt Stock. Sounds like something you make chicken soup with. Was his father-in-law, and he played for the Robins in the 20s. Branco, his opening 9, 36 pitches, 2+ innings, 3 hits, and a strikeout. Stanky in the left. Hermansky rides the swing, makes the catch. Bickford back. 1 out for Fletcher. So it was the Stanky Stock wedding. Was her name Mildred or Gertrude? Here's Fletcher. LB's 0 for 1. Pitch. There's a fly ball to right. Ferrillo comes in, makes the catch. Bickford goes back. And 2 out. Not a breath of wind here on the banks of the Charles River. Here's Dart. Al singled his first time up. Ethel. No! Pitch to Dart. There's a ground ball to Reese on the grass. Over to first on the bang banger. And that will retire the side. Braves get a hit, leave a runner on. No runs and no errors. We go to the fourth. It's still Brooklyn nothing, Boston nothing. Snyder, Robinson, and Hodges to face Bickford here in the fourth. Duke is 0 for 1. Edward and Ethel. Pitch to Snyder. Ball 4. And for Bickford, that's his second walk. Robinson singled his first time up, hitting .399. He bunts. Crandall's only play is to first. Sankey covering, and Snyder moves to second. So 1 out for Hodges, who's 0 for 1. Well, after the doubleheader and a day yesterday of baseball, here are the standings. St. Louis 3.5 up on Brooklyn. The Braves are 4 back. The Giants are 9 back with the Phillies. Pittsburgh 10.5, and Chicago and Cincinnati are tied at 26 and 50. In the American League, the Indians trying to keep pace with the Yankees, but it's a 4-game bulge. Washington 4.5. Detroit 8. The A's 12.5. The Sox 14. St. Louis 14.5. And the White Sox have hit rock bottom. They've lost 11 straight and are 18.5 games back of first place. Gilt is 0 for 1. 4 future managers in this game. Well, Stanky was a manager. Dark was a manager. Did Crandall ever manage? Hodges, of course, was a manager. Nope, this is all on tape, Dave. Snyder on second. Hodges draws the walk. Third walk for Bickford. Here's Ferrillo. Carl singled his first time up. The Brewers. Well, there you go. Crandall managed the Brewers. And I believe Del Crandall is the only person that played in this game that is still alive. Pitch to Ferrillo. There's a pop-up. Infield fly is called. Elliott will get it. And there's 2 out. Here's Cox. Billy grounded into a double play, or flew into a double play, I think, his first time up. No, grounded into one. And there's a ground ball to Stanky. He flips it to Dark for the force, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits. The Dodgers leave another runner on. Bottom 4, 0-0. So here's Elliott. Bob is 0 for 1. Rickert and Russell to follow. Ground ball foul, third base side. $83 degrees, not a breath of wind here on a beautiful night in Boston. The 1-2 to Elliott. Into shallow right. Ferrillo rides the Schwinn, and there's 1 out. So here's Rickert. Marv is 0 for 1. Branca's pitch. Popped up. Pee-wee. 2 out. There's Jim Russell. Jim is 0 for 1. Got him! A 2-2 curveball outside on the corner. No runs, no hits, no errors. Dave wants more Tickle Me Elmo action. After 4, there's no score. So Campanella, Roy walked his first time up. Bickford deals, and there's a fly ball to left for Rickert. Makes the catch, 1 out. So here's Branca. Ralph sack bunt his first time up. Vern Bickford has held the Dodgers in check through the first 4 1/3. Got him. A 2-2 fastball at the belt. For the first strikeout for Vern. This is actually Braves Field in Boston. So 18 batters deep for Bickford. 65 pitches. 4 2/3 innings. 3 hits. 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. Today we would call it Nickerson Field on the campus of Boston University. Pitch to Reese. Ground ball to Dart. Over to first. And hey, it's time for the commercial. How about that? No runs, no hits, no errors. Halfway home on a Tuesday afternoon. No score. Well, if you joined us late, I did too. Lunch was late. We got started about 15 minutes late. And here's the summary. Carl Furillo now has an 18-game hitting streak. He singled in the second. So Ralph Branca has thrown a 3-hitter through 4. And Vern Bickford has thrown a 3-hitter through 5. And that's pretty much all I got to tell you. Tommy Holmes doubled his first time up. It'll be Holmes, Doug Crandall, and Bickford here in the bottom of the 5th. Dodgers have stranded 4, and the Braves 3. And Holmes punches that one into right field. Furillo will pick it up. And that brings up Doug Crandall, who struck out his first time up. Got him. A 1-2 curve on the inside corner. And there's one out for Bickford, who's going to bunt here. Cox and Hodges play the corners. Throw to first. Holmes is back. So now Branca concentrates on the bunt. Bickford square as it's down. Branca throws to Robinson covering, and it's a 1-4 sacrifice. So that brings up Eddie Stanky. He's 0 for 2. Branca, his opening 18 on 77 pitches and 4 2/3 innings. 4 hits and 3 strikeouts. Zipping right along here today. Ball 4, first walk from Branca. And that brings up L.B. Fletcher. No relation to Jessica. L.B. is 0 for 2. Runners on first and second, a scoreless tie here in the 5th. Got him! Branca bore down and got him on a fastball looking on the inside corner. And so no runs, a hit, the Braves strand 2. After 5, it's the Dodgers nothing, the Braves nothing. So Hermansky, Snyder, and Robinson to face Bickford here in the 6th. The good news for Bickford is, of course, they've held the Dodgers off the board, which is a feat and a half if you know it. The bad news is that he's gotten about as much run support as I do taping an episode of Digital Dice. Pitch to Hermansky is a ground ball to short. Dart over to Fletcher. Hermansky's got wheels, and he beat it out. So an infield hit, that's the 4th hit of the day for the Dodgers. Brings up Duke Snyder, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. I'm waiting for the response to that. We'll see what he says. Snyder draws a walk. So you praise the pitcher, and the pitcher responds by coughing up a hairball. Here's Robinson. Jackie, sacrifice bunt and a single. He's 1 for 2. Bickford deals. There's a ground ball to Elliott. He goes to Stanky. No, he don't get anybody. The throw goes into right field. and the bases are loaded. Elliott got it. He rushed the throw. He missed Stanky's glove, and Holmes had to pick it up. And so we talked about earlier just how good the Dodgers are on offense. You can't give them extra outs. So here's Hodges. The bases are loaded. Nobody out. In a scoreless game, Hermansky on third, Snyder on second, and Robinson on first. Bickford sweating bullets now on an 80-degree night. Line drive to Elliott, 1 out. Now a ground ball gets you out of the inning. Here's Ferrillo. He has an 18-game hitting streak now, 1 for 2. Bickford delivers. Ball 4. Hermansky scores, and the Dodgers score on a walk. 1-0 Brooklyn. And here's Billy Cox. Bickford has walked 5. Cox, 0 for 2, grounded into a double play. Crandall and Bickford have a word or two. Vern delivers. Struck him out. He got him on an 0-2 fastball on the black. On the outside, 2 out. Second strikeout for Bickford. And that brings up Campanella, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. If the Braves can hold the Dodgers to 1 here, that's a stroke of business. Pitch to Campanella. Ground ball to Dark. Underhands it to Stanky, and they get out of it. Not quite unscathed, but still pretty impressive nonetheless. The Dodgers get a run on a hit and an error. They leave them loaded. After 5.5, it's 1-0 Brooklyn. So Dark, Elliott, and Rickard to face Branca. Dark 1 for 2. Line drive to left. Hermansky's there. 1 out. Here's Bob Elliott. Bob is 0 for 2. In the left field, Hermansky coming in. Makes the catch. 2 out. So that brings up Rickard. Marv is 0 for 2. Russell on deck, should anybody reach. Got him! He swings and misses, and Branca has struck out 5. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the 7th inning. Brooklyn 1, the Braves 0. So Branca, Reese, and Hermansky to face Bickford here in the 7th. Got him! He swung on a 1-2 fastball at 88, and that's the 3rd for Vern. So 27 batters deep for Bickford. 6 1/3 innings, 103 pitches, 4 hits, 5 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Pee-wee Reese, 1 for 3, doubled, and thrown out trying to go to 3rd on a fly ball. Draws a walk. 6th walk for the Braves. Brings up Hermansky. Gene 1 for 3. Is singled and scored. The lone run, that came in the 6th. Scored on the bases loaded walk to Carl Ferrillo. Got him! An 0-2 fastball in the inside corner, and Bickford tries to deliver tall again. So 2 out for Duke Snyder, who has walked twice. He's 0 for 1. You guys are awful quiet today. Pitch to Snyder. Line drive foul, right side, and somebody from Beverly, Massachusetts made that catch. Escalating a complaint. What'd I do now? So the count is 0-2 to Snyder. Line drive to Dark. Stretch time, 1-0. So Bickford has pitched well. He just hasn't had any support. And the Dodgers have left 8 runners on. So Russell, Holmes, and Crandall, and then we'll see. Although Bickford probably has another inning in him. Russell is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Got him. So that's 6 for Branca. He got him to swing and miss on a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. And that brings up Tommy Holmes. He is 2 for 2. He is singled and doubled. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Base hit down the line and left. Cox should have had it. Holmes will take the double. Billy got a late jump, and Hermansky had to go get it. So the tying run in scoring position for Crandall. Dell has struck out twice. Branca has whiffed 6. And with 6, you get an egg roll. Pitch to Crandall. Struck him out. That's 7. He worked the change on a full count, and it caught the inside corner. And as old Ernie would say, he stood there like a house on the side of the road. So a 2 out and a runner in scoring position. Now what do you do? They look to the bench and ask, who can hit a righty? And as well as Bickford's doing, you got to take the chance. It's a 1-run game. Here's Pete Reeser. Pete at .349, 8 homers, and 35 RBI. And that duck at second base is sitting right there to tie this game up if Reeser can bring him home. Branca deals. Ground ball to Robinson. Over to Hodges, and it was all for naught. The Braves get a hit and leave him on after 7. 1-0. What is this? 2 pitching duels in a row? 1-0 Brooklyn. So righty, righty, righty. Nels Potter will come in the game. Nels, 37 years old. Nelly is a fastball pitcher at 85. This is his 13th appearance out of the pen. He is 3-0 with 5 saves and an ERA of 2.33. Against the Dodgers, this is his 2nd appearance. 2 innings, 2 hits, a walk, a strikeout, and a win. He last pitched on the 1st against the Phils. 2 innings, 4 hits, a run, it was earned. No walks and 2 strikeouts. So overall, 19 in the 3rd innings. 25 hits, no homers, 7 runs, 5 earned. He walked 7 and struck out 11. Mr. Forsberg's middle name is Nels. That must be a Midwest name. Because wasn't the shopkeeper a Little House in the Prairie, Nels? Poor guy was henpecked because you can't say the word pussy whipped in 1975. Jackie Robinson is 1 for 2. Got himself a single, hitting .398 now. So Potter, yeah, okay, yeah. So this is Potter's game. 1-0 Dodgers top the 8th. Popped up, dark, 1 out. And 49, John's 13-year-old mother would be rooting for the Dodgers all the way from San Pedro. Well, not really, but in 1949, the Stars still played in Hollywood at Gilmore Park. Hodge is 0 for 2 with a walk. Got him! He swings and misses at a full count fastball. So that's the first for Potter. And here's Farillo. Carl, 18-game hitting streak now. 1 for 2. Single, walk, And the walk scored Gene Hermansky the game's lone run in the 6th. Pitch to Ferrillo. There's a ground ball foul. CBS, looking to expand their growing television empire, bought Gilmore Stadium by the Farmers Market up by Beverly and built Television City in Hollywood. And so every time you hear that, there's a baseball connection, because that was the home field of the Hollywood Stars, and that's what that Pacific Coast League team was called, the Stars. Not to be confused with the LA Angels. 1-2 the count. Here's a base hit in the left center field. Rickert will pick it up. 5th hit for the Dodgers. Here's Billy Cox, who's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. I'm a fountain of useless information. And my wife will tell you, Ron, you've been boring women for years. I'm sure Nels is a Swedish name. That, and of course, if the last name of Olsen, that would be it, yeah. And Forsberg does not sound like it came from London. Pitch to Cox. In the right center field. Russell will tear that one down, and that will retire the side. Dodgers strand another runner. They've left on 9. No runs to hit and no errors. After 7.5, I think that... Wouldn't that be Cliff? After 7.5, 1-0 Dodgers. It'll be the top of the lineup for Branca here. He's faced 27 batters on 126 pitches. 7 innings, 5 hits, a walk, and 7 strikeouts. Now, if there is an Achilles heel for the Dodgers, it is their bullpen. Stanky is 0 for 2. Yep. I'm not sure how much Cheers she watched growing up. Thanks, Nam. It's a little-known fact. Pitch to Stanky, ball 4, so the tying run is on. LB can bunt here. He's a 10 bunter. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And we will do it. We want that runner up there. Dark has one of the 5 hits for the Braves. Cheers was a great show. I'd be concerned, though, if my accountant and mailman got as polluted as they did on a nightly basis. Pitch to Fletcher as a bunt down. Campanella will let it roll foul. And so now Fletcher's going to have to swing on an 0-2 count. Pitcher, you let him bunt again, but Cox and Hodges are playing for it. It would be difficult to turn to. Got him. That's 8. And that's it for Branca. So what a performance for Ralph Branca. 7 1/3 innings. 5 hits. No runs. Walked 2 and struck out 8. Rex Barney can sign that man to a contract, and Spider Jorgensen will come into play 3rd. So it's a double switch. Barney will bat 7th. Cox's day is done. And Spider Jorgensen, a 3 at 3rd, will be in the 9 spot. So now let's just see how well that Dodger pen can do. Barney, against the Braves, his second appearance. An inning and 2/3, 2 hits. A run, it was earned, and he walked 2. His last time out was a start against the Giants on the 2nd. 5 1/3 innings. 8 hits. 5 runs, no decision, all earned. He walked 4 and struck out 3. So in 74 2/3 innings, Barney has allowed 63 hits, 10 home runs, 42 runs in total, 40 earned. He has walked 48 and struck out 43. He's a hard thrower at 93. And he's all of 24 years old. Dark, 1 for 3. Elliott on deck. The tying run at first and 1 out. Mr. Forsberg gives us the Norm quote, "I'm living in a dog's world wearing milk-born shorts." It was an intelligent show. Pitch to Dark. Ball 4. So again, let's see what the Dodgers pen can do. Computer's running them, by the way. Here's Bob Elliott. He's 0 for 3. So the tying run is on second. The go-ahead run is on first. And Elliott is 0 for 3. Barney deals. In the right center field. Back goes Snyder. Goodbye. Home run, Elliott. That ball is in the rail yard of the Boston and Maine. That ball was well struck. And the Braves go ahead 3-1. I was watching Snyder on that. I thought he was going to go give that off the wall, but it kept going, and it just left the yard and went into the other yard. Today, that'd be on a dorm window. That's his 16th of the year, and his 6th against the Dodgers. Earl Weaver special indeed, a 3-run shot. We've watched the Dodgers come back from the dead plenty of times in this replay, but rarely have we seen them blown a game. And so open up a bottle of Maldito. Here's Rickard. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. In the right field, Ferrillo in the right center, 2 out. So for the Dodgers, Campanella, Jorgensen, and now you just kind of wonder if you just wouldn't use a pinch hitter instead, and then Pee Wee Reese. Here's Russell. Jim is 0 for 3. He has struck out 2. Twice. Yeah, a good outing wasted by Branca. Both the starters have pitched well here. Potter and Barney now the pitchers of record. Up the middle, Pee Wee, great play from his knees over to first, and that is the inning. So we go to the 9th. Bob Elliott, a 3-run homer. 1 hit. That was it, and no errors. We go to the 9th, Potter trying to slam the door for his 4th win. It's 3-1, Boston. So here's Campanella. Roy is 0 for 2 with a walk. Jorgensen on deck, and then Pee Wee Reese. Potter starts the 9th in the center field. Russell, 1 out. So here's Jorgensen at 306, no homers, and 3 RBI. St. Louis is going, you do that. You go, girlfriend. Pitch to Spider. Ball 4. So Spider, with 0 speed, is on first. Pee Wee Reese, the tying run now at the plate. He is 1 for 3. He has doubled, and he has walked. A ground ball could end the ballgame. Hermansky on deck. Just as fast as a spider can. Pitch to Reese. Ball 4. So now the tying run is on base and 1 out. They are desperately looking here at Braves Field for cans of Raid. Here is Gene Hermansky. Gene 1 for 4 with a strikeout, and he scored the lone Dodger run in the 6th. It was a bases-loaded walk. So fingernails are being tasted right now. Pitch to Hermansky. They're loaded for Duke Snyder. You kind of have to wonder, was the plot for the Terminator taken from the 49 Dodgers? My goodness. Harry Potter makes a better wizard than the pitcher. Nels has him loaded. A double play, still gets that. I love the taste of keratin in the afternoon. Not. Snyder is 0 for 2. He's walked twice. Remember, a double play ends the ballgame. Pitch to Snyder. A base hit down the line and left. Jorgensen scores. Reese will score. We're tied at 3. Nels Potter was cruising along the harbor, and somehow he found Gilligan's Island. Took the wrong turn, and that 3-hour tour has turned nasty. Oh my goodness gracious. Got a pitching change. Gee golly willikers. Bobby Hogue will come in. Bobby's 28 years old. A fastball pitcher and a ground ball pitcher. 16th appearance. Warming up in a hurry. This is his 4th appearance against the Dodgers. 7 2/3 innings. 10 hits. 4 runs, all earned. He has walked 2 and struck out 4. With a save. He last pitched Monday against the Giants in that doubleheader. 1 inning. Took a loss, 1 hit. He gave up a run, it was earned. Overall, 26 innings, 30 hits, 10 runs, all earned, a homer. He has walked 5 and struck out 9. And again, do you really walk Robinson to face Hodges? So Hogue stands there on the mound talking to the manager, what do I do? A 3-3 tie. And they're playing in. The runners belong to Potter. Playing outside the park wouldn't make any sense. Nope. So, you really can't pitch. You're not going to load the bases for Hodges. He's hitting 340. Well, open up the flask, take a drink, throw a strike. Hogue deals. Line drive to Elliott, 2 out. Again, you don't walk Hodges to face the red-hot Furillo. He's 0 for 3. He has walked and struck out. Holmes, Crandall, and we'll see. In the bottom of the 9th. Hodges into right field. Holmes will get it, and that's it. The Dodgers tie the ball game. 2 runs, 1 hit, and no errors. But the Dodgers now have left 11 runners on. We go to the bottom of the 9th. 3-3. So Holmes, Crandall, and then we'll see. Tommy is 2 for 3, or 3 for 3. He is singled and doubled twice. And the Braves fans just opened up a good old, cracked open a cold Maldito. Holmes into right center. Snyder, 1 out. Crandall has struck out all 3 times. The Braves do have Johnny Antonelli. Do you do the double switch now? You have Bill Salkeld as a catcher. But you'd have to burn 2 pinch hitters in a row. They'll let Sauer hit for Hogue, I think. So Crandall looking for his first big league home run. Base hit right field. Ferrillo will pick it up and the winning run is on. And so now you gotta pull Hogue. Eddie Sauer sings, I can hit a righty. Sauer, 4 for 30 on the replay. 133 and 5 RBI. Crandall, they don't really have anybody who can run faster than Crandall, so there's no reason to pinch run. We take a look at pitchers, and Warren's same 6 one way, half dozen the other. So we told you Sauer's numbers. Barney, 1 out, bottom of the 9th, 3-3 the score. Sauer, line drive to Robinson, 2 out. And so the wheels turn in favor of the Dodgers again. Here's Stanky. Eddie has walked twice. He's 0 for 2. There's a ground ball up the middle. Pee-wee on the grass. Over to first. Stanky is out on a great play. Pee-wee on the bang-banger. And that will retire the side. Free baseball for you, Gardner. Free baseball. I know you love it. We go to the 10th. Brooklyn 3, Boston 3. So future Giant pitcher Johnny Antonelli, all of 19 years old, with the Braves in 49. A fastball pitcher at 88. Has not faced the Dodgers yet. His last outing was a relief appearance against the maybe a start against the Phillies. 1 inning, 4 hits, 3 runs all earned. He walked 1 and struck out none to fall to 3-4 with a 4.02 ERA. 56 innings overall, 64 hits, just 2 homers, 30 runs, 25 earned. He has walked 24 and struck out 20 as an ERA of 4.02. Ferrillo, Barney, Spot, and Campanella. And for the Braves, Fletcher, Dark, and Elliott, who hit that 3-run homer in the 8th. Antonelli, not a good fielder. Ferrillo, into right. Holmes, 1 out. Antonelli, a decent range of 5. But a fielding percentage of .826. Here's Barney. He's 6 for 26 if they leave him in the game. Tommy Brown, also one of the 10 49ers still left alive. So 2 of them are in this game. Brown at .395, 2 homers and 7 RBI. Antonelli deals. Ground ball to Dark, and he got a bad jump. It took a weird hop, and he got a bad jump, and the go-ahead run is on first. Brown will be pinch ran for. Eddie Mixis will come in good speed, but not a good stolen base threat. Roy Campanella, 9-game hitting streak. He's 0 for 3 with a walk. Both teams have 3 runs on 7 hits. The Braves have made an error. The Dodgers have left 11 on. The Braves 7. Up the middle, Dark over to first. Campy can run. They got him. A bang-bang play, and there's 2 out. And Mixis is in scoring position for Spider Jorgensen. who started that rally in the ninth with a walk. 2 out, top of the 10th. Boston and Brooklyn tied at 3 on a beautiful night at Braves Field. Ball 4, Antonelli lost him. Brings up Pee Wee Reese. He has doubled and walked twice. What's the date? July 6th. A Wednesday. The pitch. And they're loaded again for Gene Hermansky, who was 1 for 4. He scored in the 6th on a bases-loaded walk and has struck out. So Mixis on 3rd, Jorgensen on 2nd, Reese on 1st. Remember, the Dodgers have to go back to their pen because they pinch hit for Rex Barney. But right now, Antonelli just needs to get one more out. Hermansky, up the middle, a base hit. Mixis will score. Jorgensen scores. It's 5-3 Dodgers. And more Maldito for the crowd here at Braves Field. And that'll bring up Duke Snider. His 2 RBI, a double, 1 for 3, and has walked twice. And these are the games that, if you lose them, come back to bite you in the bippy come September. The Braves led 3-1 in the top of the 9th. And now trail 5-3 here in the 10th. Base hit left field. Reese will score. Hermansky moves to 3rd. And the air is coming out of the balloon for Boston. Yeah, a half a game between the teams. These are the ones that you want. You had a shaky Dodgers pen. I mean, this one isn't done and dusted yet. Jackie Robinson 1 for 4. But you had this one. And you had maybe your best reliever in the ball game in Nels Potter. And he pitched like Nellie Olson. Pitch to Robinson. Base hit left center field. Hermansky will score. And the Dodgers just continue to bludgeon teams. This is what they did to the Phillies last night in Game 1. Here's Hodges. He's 0 for 4 with a walk and a strikeout. Base hit left field. I'm going to have to bring in another pitcher, aren't I? The Braves are shell-shocked. Dart got a late jump. It's 8-3. Antonelli has given up 5 earned runs on 5 hits. Six 300 hitters at the break. Bob Hall, who did not sell clothing, will be the pitcher. He's 25 years old, a fastball pitcher at 91. They just need 1 out. He is 4-2 with a 4.35 ERA. Maybe this wasn't the guy to bring in. 6 1/3 innings against the Dodgers, 11 hits, 7 runs, all earned. He walked 3 and struck out 6. Has an ERA of 9.95. That should get you a nice Sansa-built slacks. He last pitched on the 4th of July against the Giants. An inning and a third, a hit, a walk, and a strikeout. 62 innings, 64 hits, 7 homers, 30 runs, all earned. He walked 21 and struck out 39. Robinson on 3rd, Hodges on 1st. The Dodgers with a 5 spot here in the top of the 10th. To 3rd, Elliott to Stanky, and the damage is done. Jack Banta, or Aubrey Plaza's uncle, is coming in. The Dodgers have ripped this one open. We go to the bottom of the 10th. 8-3 Dodgers. Banta is 24. A fly ball pitcher and a fastball pitcher at 92. Third appearance against the Braves, an inning and 2/3, a walk and a strikeout. He last pitched against the Giants on Saturday the 2nd. Went an inning, allowed a hit in a save, and struck out a batter. 61 in the third innings, 61 hits, 6 homers, 28 runs all earned. He's walked 25 and struck out 29. No, I'm sure they're not related. Banta doesn't have that serial killer look in his eyes, unlike Aubrey. But you see where I'm getting that from, though, right? I know they're not related. I'd be stunned if they were related. Oh, yeah, yep. So all he's got to do is get Fletcher, Dark, and Elliott, and we can go home. LB is 0 for 4. He has struck out twice. The Braves need 5 to tie and 6 to win. Pitch to Fletcher. Line drive, center field. Snyder's there, 1 out. Here's Al Dark. He's 1 for 3. He has singled, walked, and scored. These are the type of games that in real life crush souls. The Yankees can hit too, but man, that's one, if the Dodgers do win the National League, and remember, they're still 3 games out of first place, you go back at and go, that's how they did it. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 everyday players for the Dodgers are hitting over 300. Hermansky off the bench hitting 352. That's incredible. Pitch to Dart. Into right field. Ferrillo. 2 out. No, he bobbled it. He bobbled it. And Dark is on with a 2-base error. So the normally short-handed Ferrillo played hot potato with it. And here's Bob Elliott. Elliott's home run in the 8th gave the Braves a 3-1 lead. He's 1 for 4. The lights are still on for Dart. So Elliott now has 16 homers and 76 RBI. Halfway through the year, he's matched his real-life total. Pitch to Elliott. Line drive to Jorgensen, 2 out. So it comes down to Marv Rickert. Marv 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. Line drive to Robinson, and the ball game is over. A stunner here in Boston. The Dodgers get 2 in the 9th and 5 in the 10th. So Rex Barney goes to 5-0. He gets the win. And Johnny Antonelli, well, the Dodgers can't wait for him to go to New York. So let's do the rest of the day in baseball really quick. Unbelievable. That was a heck of a game, wasn't it, John? I'm that one. So the rest of the games of July 6th, the Cubs beat the Reds in Cincinnati 6-1. Dubiel goes to 3-4. Raffensperger falls to 7-10. And Phil Cavaretto 1 for 4 with a walk. The Senators shut out the Red Sox 3-0. Haynes goes to 6-3. Elvis Kedner goes to 4-9. Heidel with a save. The Tigers beat the Browns 8-6. Virgil Trucks 13-3. Drews falls to 3-9. Robinson is 7th of the year. Not a pitcher's duel at Shibe Park. The A's beat the Yankees 11-10. McCahan goes to 3-3. Sanford falls to 3-3. Phillips 5 for 5. Cardinals put 15 up on 19 hits on the Pirates, 15-9. Van Gogh Munger goes to 8-3. Riddle, not Nelson, falls to 2-4. Stan Musial 4 for 5. You too, John, have a good day. 15th homer of the year, drives in 4. The Giants beat the Phillies 10-4. Dave Coslow goes to 7-3. Ken Trinkle falls to 4-3. And finally, the White Sox snap an 11-game losing streak. They beat the Tribe 4-1. Kuzova 3-3. Gromik 7-2. Cass Michaels goes 4 for 4. Tomorrow night, what are we doing for you? Let's post that one for you. Our regularly scheduled primetime game has the Washington Senators and New York Yankees. From Yankee Stadium, the Yankees lead the Sens by 3.5. The Cardinals lead the Dodgers by 3.5. I made the lemon meringue pie joke yesterday on Trinkle. No one got that. Hey, have yourselves a great day, everybody. We'll talk to you tomorrow night, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, for more baseball. The Yankees and the Sens from the stadium in the Bronx. So long, everybody.